So you are thinking about moving out here to Grand Junction, Colorado. Well, not only would we love to help get you into your dream home here in Grand Junction, on this channel we also love to provide information, provide value, come from a place of contribution, and sometimes that comes in the form of a personal referral. So people ask all the time, do you have a great dentist? Is there a great mechanic in town? Do we have a great mover? Well, we absolutely have a great mover, and I bet you can't guess who it is. We're gonna dive into it right after this, so stay tuned. What's up, everybody? I'm Robert Hayes, along with my wife Christy. We are the Hayes Home Group right here in Grand Junction, Colorado. That's Jamie with Bailey's Moving and Storage. Hey, look, if this is your first time to this channel and you want to know everything about what it's like to work, live, play, eat, sleep, and move here in Grand Junction, make sure you hit subscribe, tap the bell. That way you're notified every single time we post a new video. And if you're even thinking about moving out here to Grand Junction, you gotta reach out, give us a phone call, shoot us a text, send us an email, even send that carrier pigeon, whatever you need to do, because we've got your back when moving to Grand Junction. So we get referrals all the time, people asking us for referrals, I should say, and one of them is constant. What's a good moving company here in town? Well, Christy and I reached out to Jamie a few years back when we did our move, and the one thing that stood out to us is just the customer service that Jamie provides. There were 3 quotes, that's what they tell you to do, right? Get a few quotes. One was in the stratosphere, it wasn't even something we considered. The thing that stuck out with Jamie and Bailey's was their attention to customer service, which we at the Hayes Home Group love too. So kind of talking about that a little bit, Jamie, that philosophy of customer service that really drew us into you. Is it kind of a top-down thing? Is it just you? I mean, tell us a little bit about your philosophy, mission statement at Bailey's.
Well, I think the organization has a spirit of service from the top down, bottom up. Our crews are reinforced with that, our management is reinforced with that, even our ownership.
Gotcha. I love it. I mean, really, when it comes down to, you know, you get what you pay for sometimes, but sometimes you just don't. If the service level's not there, especially for you guys moving from, you know, maybe the East Coast, the West Coast, thousands of miles, you want to know that someone's going to be there that's going to take good care of you. And I think you told me you're there since '94, started kind of from the bottom, and now you're what, running the entire western slope? I'm
just sales here for the entire western slope.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, as far as, walk us through the process. Someone calls your office, asks for you, and they're in, I don't know, Oregon. Yeah. What does that process look like? The timeline, kind of the heads up you're going to need to get out here, all that fun stuff.
Well, typically it kind of starts with the signing of a contract on their home. At that point, we need to start looking at getting moved. They need to reach out to us. We need to get an inspection, somebody to go into their home to do that inspection, to give them a quote. And actually getting in the home is that important, just because they're able to see things that most people would not see.
Sure. Now that's going to be through Allied, right? That's who you partner with for most other parts of the country that's not in Grand Junction?
That's correct. Allied is the, we're an agent for Allied Van Lines, and contacting Bailey, we can put you in touch with the right people.
Gotcha. Now, when we talk about that customer service philosophy and someone wants to partner with you that's, you know, in Oregon, Allied, or another state, do they kind of also need to have that same customer service mission statement that you guys locally, you know, have here as well?
Most definitely, and we would choose partners that would be best for that function.
Okay.
Obviously, we're not in California, we're not in Oregon, our agencies are here in Utah and Colorado. So being able to choose some of the better agencies that you could work with, and obviously we'd have that for them.
So they're hand-picked, basically, is what you're saying.
Truly.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, there's a ton of movers out there, guys, and as far as the referrals go, we always like to give those referrals to you, so you know we've had experience with them, and so that way you guys can feel confident and comfortable knowing it's going to work really well for you too. And I want to be perfectly clear, this is not one of those paid sponsored ads. We don't operate that way. This is just providing value, information like we love to do on this channel, so you can find some value in that and find a mover that's going to work for you guys. So I mean, there you go. We're going to put a link in the description below, the main line for Bailey's Moving and Storage. As for Jamie, he'll coordinate all the particulars, all the logistics for you. How far in advance? Let's say we are getting them under contract and the closing is in 30 days. Is that too quick? Is that too soon? Do you need 45, 60?
In our peak season, we want at least a month.
So that
minimum.
would be 30 would be okay, but that's
30
minimum.
would be okay. That would be a minimum.
Okay.
Typically, you're working on a 45 days out. Once you have a listing, once you have a contract, they should be talking to their mover as soon as that happens.
Sooner than later is always better, right? So there you go, 30 days minimum. That's a typical real estate contract anyway, so that should work. But you know, there's some clients that want to get out here first and move all their stuff, do a little short-term rental, and then we go looking for properties. So either way is going to work just fine. So there you go, Bailey's Moving and Storage here in Grand Junction. Jamie,
thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Thanks for helping Christy and I out a few years back. Remembered it. You always remember the great customer service that you have. So again, if you're brand new to the channel, hit subscribe, tap the bell, all the buttons. That way you're notified every single time we post a new video. And again, if you're thinking about moving here, reach out, give us a call, text, email, whatever works for you. We've got your back when moving to Grand Junction. Until the next video, we'll catch you later.
Have a good one.